Good evening. I'm Catherine Drury Wagner. I'm the executive editor at Honolulu Magazine. We're here at the 26th annual Hale Aina Awards, our annual reader voted dining awards. We're here at the Royal Hawaiian Hotel, and I'm honored to have with me one of Honolulu's best known chefs. This is Chef Sean Priester. He is the executive chef at the top of Waikiki, which is a revolving restaurant, Hawaii's only revolving restaurant, I do believe. Now, speaking of revolving, the restaurant has always been known for its amazing view. You've got the lights of the city, it's very beautiful. But since you took over, it's become known for the food. How do you keep things fresh? Does that put a lot of pressure on you, having you be the hot chef in town? How do you keep things on the cutting edge?
Really, it's easy for me to stay fresh because of the way my style of cooking really is inspired by a life experience, whether it's on a daily basis or from the past. So based off of my background of being an Army brat and traveling, and also my parents being from the South, my desire to integrate those experiences into my cuisine are what inspire the menu. That being said, there's a lot of collaboration amongst the chefs that I have that are very talented and very diverse. All that contributes to the style of menu that we produce, and so it's not really. I don't find us being sort of competitive in that matter, except for amongst ourselves on how to whatever we've created, how do we articulate it on the plate in the best fashion, in the best way that we can, that the guests will appreciate it, and that we can do it, over and over again for every night. So, that's how we do it.
Now, speaking of things guests appreciate, you're also known as being very environmentally conscious, which I know people are more and more aware of and interested in. Could you tell me some of the steps you've taken at your restaurant in light of these beliefs you have?
Well, the steps that I've taken is really just based off. A lot of it has to do with you take care of your own house, so to speak. I mean, a lot of it is born from. I go to a farmer's market, I meet a farmer. They're part of the community. They're part of the local economy. So I purchase from them. Or one of my vendors is a kukui sausage company. Sell a great sausage. They're a local company. If they have a good product, then I'm going to go to them as opposed to maybe an outside mainland vendor. That being said, it's still about the quality of the product. As far as other steps. Working along the vein of sustainability and working within the community, we use biodegradable and biocompostable takeout containers, forks, bags, and things of that nature. And because I work this job so many long hours, and it's my vocation, I have no other choice but to express my support of the environment and the community in these different ways. And so I'm here. And being a restaurant like ours, this has a high profile. It just really gives us an opportunity to set an example and hopefully get more people on board. Sometimes sustainability isn't the most cost-effective route. If more people come on board, then that'll even out the playing field eventually if we're all doing the same thing. So.
Great, thank you. Now, for those watching at home who maybe haven't gotten to go to top of Waikiki yet and are just so excited to go, could you let us know some of your favorite dishes, maybe some of the things that you might recommend off your menu that you have personal favorites?
Well, I'll say that the snapper, the Hawaiian snapper that we prepare, is done in a sous vide style. It's probably my most favorite dish. Only because the flavors, it's probably the most dynamic dish that I put together.
Now, sous vide, I don't know what that means. What is that?
Sous vide is a preparation of, we take a fillet of snapper, we vacuum seal it, and then we poach it in a water bath that's at a constant temperature. That keeps it from overcooking, and it produces a moist, flaky, tender piece of fish. So similar to steaming, it's just there's a lot more control in it. So, and then I take that dish and I extend upon that sort of French preparation and turn it into a Chinese style snapper with Japanese noodles and East Coast day-boat scallops and Chinese lapchang. So it's a really, really fun dish. The second one is the kalbi. So we do our own upscale version of of a braised boneless short rib. It's just insane. My sous chef actually put together this sauce for one of our employee meals, and I said that sauce is going on something on our menu, and that's what we came up with. Finally, I would just say that the Indo-Latino soul, which is my version of shrimp and grits, probably is most representative of my cooking style and reflects the most about my who I am. It reflects the Southern background of my parents, my influences from Pacific Rim cuisine, Hawaii regional cuisine, since living on the island for 19 years, and infusing, and also my wife being Cuban. So all those sort of ideas just sort of come into play on this dish. So if I sort of express to you about cooking from my life experience, that's the dish that sort of most expresses that. So.
Well, thank you, and we hope you have a great experience here this evening at the awards. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.